Don't be alarmed. Do not adjust your smartphones. You're entering the Twilight Zone, or I don't know. I did not teleport into the car. I just ran out of SD card space. And welcome to part 2 and whatnot. So, here's my old girl. How she starts up my my radio don't work, but I'd like to get a factory unit anyways. My air fuel gauge don't work, but I get good gas mileage anyway, so you know, I was from my Integra, my old Integra. So anyway, here's how this old girl starts after 5 years since the swap. I was a little hard on it earlier. Okay, so I just got some crappy eBay seat covers that have been looking alright until my kids ruined them. These are from Walmart, like the Chip Foose or something, rather. These are from another car, and I just my wife got me those for my birthday. She either gets me something pretty for my car, or she gets me a spoiler, like that spoiler. That's from a coupe. That is not the spoiler for this car. Just looks a little bit different, but you can line it up right nonetheless. So I have the EX muffler. I have California spec exhaust. I have a Magnaflow Cat, which I've ported out. I ported all the joints and all the inner welds of everything that I could reach throughout the exhaust. And what I was saying on the previous video is a very important thing to have is a box. Okay, if you're going to swap your motor with the factory motor from Japan, or if you're going to restore the engine that you got, leave your regular cold air intake on there. Get yourself a nice K&N foam filter insert and let that motor suck the cold air from where the factory determined that it should suck from. If you're going to get a much more powerful motor like this one, you're going to need to change the air intake. Theoretically, you could run it restricted, but I wouldn't put the damn thing through that. You're going to wind up with injectors trickling, and you probably get worse gas mileage that way. So, what I recommend is not getting an eBay cold air intake. These are Spectre Performance. You can find these at O'Reilly Auto Parts, and they've been on here since I got the motor installed, just about. All of these components, they're probably about $8 to $10 each if you order them online from Summit or Jegs. I ordered most of this stuff from Summit, I think. This is a K&N air filter, one that they had on sale. I suspected because the dye wasn't going to last, and hey, look, I was right. So the whole idea is you got to get your air closed off to where the factory thought the air should come from. Okay, so here I have, instead of the 2 feeders behind the headlight and over here, I have a little block off right here to keep the hot air from my radiator blowing back into this corner when I'm at a standstill, and to somewhat block off whatever air makes it through here, okay, because this is not, you know, sealed gap or anything. Old car. And, you know, it pretty much speaks for itself. Hot air stays over here, cold air comes in, motor is happy. And, you know, this motor is good at being happy. Alright, so that's enough wasting gas. And yes, that is 2 different steering wheel wraps on my steering wheel. Because I am not Donald Trump, by any means. I am a little bit over 6'3", and I have obscenely large hands. I mean, yeah. Tiny, tiny hands. It's